Hello, my name is Reed. Tim, Carlos, and I are going to talk to you today about functional organizations. So what is a functional organization? A functional organization is one where each department is in charge of a separate function of the organization. Everyone working in a particular department will share a common specialty, such as purchasing, customer service, or research and development, including the department's leadership, which is responsible for the performance and efficiency of their department. Anyone working in a given department reports directly up the chain and not to anyone in any other department. Because of this, a department in a functional organization is often referred to as a silo. Due to the separation of departments, or silos, any work done between departments is controlled at the highest levels of the company. As such, project managers can't really exist in this structure, as each department works solely on their own function, and no team extends outside their own department. If a project manager were to exist in a functional organization, it would be little more than a coordinator between the teams of different functions that exist in the various departments.
Hello, my name is Tim Kane, and I will be going over the advantages of functional organizations. First is a feeling of security and performing well without fear. People work better when they feel like they are part of the team and that they are accomplishing their goals. There is a sense of job security, and employees tend to be loyal towards their organization. Next is a clear career path. Employees can see what positions they want to work towards. For example, if the employee wants to become the manager of their current group, they can work towards that position. Also, a clear career path makes it possible for employees to be highly motivated to advance their careers. Next is cooperation and communication within the department. Since employees are grouped together based on their skills and knowledge, they can communicate to others effectively. They know who they can reach out to for help and know that their manager has the expertise to help solve problems. Working together in this environment encourages employees to share their thoughts and knowledge to others. This can help employees learn from each other and develop new skills. Next is grouping by knowledge and skills. People are grouped together by their specialization and they are supervised by a functional manager. The manager has expertise in the same field that he or she supervises. The manager can utilize the skills of the employees, which helps the organization achieve their objectives. Also, employees can perform tasks quickly, efficiently, and confidently because of their specialized skills. Working together reduces mistakes as well.
Hello, class. Now it's my turn to talk about some of the downsides found in a functional organization. There are three main issues that can be found in a functionally structured organization. There are communication, bureaucracy, and scaling. Like I just stated, communication is one of the issues that can be found in a functionally structured organization. But to be exact, the issue of communication exists between departments. The issue exists because of how a functional organization divides their departments by similar fields. This can cause communication among other departments to be poor, making interdepartmental coordination difficult. The lack of interdepartmental coordination can cause other communication difficulties. It can create a hermit mentality. Essentially, employees of different departments lose their concern or knowledge about events outside of their own department. This can cause a tunnel vision effect in the sense that employees can lose focus of the goals set by the organization or company and will only focus on their department's goals. This can cause a, a sense of selfishness. For example, if a functional manager becomes singularly invested in their department, they can subconsciously ignore the needs of other departments. If I had to point out the biggest issue that a functional structure organization has, it would be how communication degrades. Just because of the separation, you only focus with your peers and you don't care about how the rest of the organization develops, and that can cause a lot of issues. Another major issue that functional structure organization has is bureaucracy. A bureaucracy is a system of government in which most of the important decisions are made by state officials rather than by elected representatives. I know this might sound a little bit weird, but the reason why I chose to call this issue of bureaucracy is because it's best explained by an example. Let's say that you're given the position of a project manager in a functionally structured organization. This means all budget allocation, resource allocation, and decision making are given to the functional manager. This will limit your power as a manager to the point of you just becoming a messenger between your team and a functional manager and the functional manager. I think this fits the definition of a bureaucracy. Um, some of the issues of bureaucracy in the workplace are delayed decision making because of the lack of separation in power. So if two higher ups can't make up their mind, then the development of whatever was being developed becomes stagnant. Also, unfavorable decision making because functional managers do not need consulting of their team members before implementing protocol. This can affect the company because they're just being, you could say, selfish or just one-sided. And if performance appraisal system is not managed properly, there could be unfair promotions. So if there's a manager that gets along with an employee that you could say is slacking, he still has the right to give him a promotion and not follow a set of rules to give the promotion to the hardest or best working employee. The final issue found in a functionally structured organization is scaling. Scaling is the ability for an organization to grow. With a functionally structured organization, scaling can become extremely difficult because as an organization becomes larger, the separation of departments becomes more abstract, and each department may start behaving like its own small company with its own protocols, culture, and management styles. So if there's ever a need for a refactoring, the reconstruction of the company might be impossible due to the different protocols each department has established. Now let's talk about how to effectively implement functional organization. In the end, most of the issues found in functionally structured organizations can be derived by the way that functional organization separates the organization and how management makes decisions. For that reason, the best application for functional organization is for organizations focused in the production of a static product or services. And these type of organizations, functional organization, helps employees feel secure, perform well, and improve their skills because everything they do it for their department and they build on top of each other. If there's a mentorship, someone with better skills has a chance to help someone else with lesser skills, right? And because a product that's being developed is static, there's no reason for interdepartmental communication. This removes a lot of issues that functional organization has. Also, management can be self-retained. I mean, self reliant and does not need to worry about feedback because, well, the job of a manager in a static products product company is differs a lot from a company that is very dynamic, that is always creating something new. And those type of organizations, the manager needs to have feedback, needs to make sure that what he's going to choose or they are going to choose is going to be correct for the organization. But when the company produces a static product, whatever they choose is probably the correct choice because they've had experience and they know what they're doing. Well, hopefully you gain a lot of new information from this presentation and that was somewhat enjoyable. Thank you for listening.